watching Shalom World News. I'm Rory McLennan coming to you from Glasgow, Scotland. Here are the latest headlines from around the world. A number of bishops in Ireland have decided to go ahead with Holy Communion and confirmation ceremonies as planned before, although the government has recommended postponing such occasions. The bishops of Elphin, Clogher and Waterford and Lismore have said that First Communions and confirmations would be conducted as decided earlier in their respective dioceses. 4 archbishops had written to the Irish government on July the 28th, explaining that these ceremonies would be conducted by mid-August. The government's directive to postpone ecclesiastical events in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic has been criticised by Archbishop Eamon Martin as grossly disrespectful. Bishop Kevin Doran of Elphin in Western Ireland indicated on July the 30th that these ceremonies would be conducted by following the norms for religious services that are in place after consulting with the clergy. With the Hungarian National Election Committee or NEC approving the government's set of questions on LGBT-related issues it wants to put to the vote, everything seems to be clear for a referendum. Prime Minister Viktor Orban wants to hold the referendum early next year in order to ban the use of materials that promote homosexuality and gender change at schools. Citizens will be asked whether they support sexual orientation workshops in schools for minors without the consent of parents. Hungarians will also be asked if content affecting sexual orientation should be shown to children without restrictions, and whether gender reassignment therapies should be made accessible to them. Mr Orban is determined to go ahead despite opposition from the European Union and LGBT outfits. The 32nd International Youth Festival has got underway in the Marian pilgrim town of Medjugorje in Bosnia and Herzegovina. This is an important event in the Catholic sphere that brings together young believers from Europe and other parts of the world. The youth festival, carrying the theme of What Good Shall I Do from the Gospel of St Matthew, began on Sunday, August the 1st, with a solemn Eucharistic celebration led by Cardinal Robert Sarah, Prefect Emeritus of the Congregation for Divine Worship and the Discipline of the Sacraments. The prelate was accompanied by the Metropolitan of Gdansk in Poland, Archbishop Tadeusz Wojda. The event will include catechesis, testimonies, prayers and holy masses, and will come to an end on August the 6th. There will be a special prayer for Archbishop Henry Hoser, the Apostolic Visitor to Medjugorje, who is in a serious condition in hospital. As the United States prepares to pull out its remaining troops from Afghanistan, 2 Catholic nuns who are looking after disabled children in the capital Kabul have decided to stay on. Amidst the raging violence between government troops and the Taliban, Indian nun Sister Teresia Krasta of the Institute of the Child Mary and Pakistani religious sister Shanaz Bhatti of the Sisters of Charity of St John Antida have decided to stay on and continue operating the Pro Bambini di Kabul Institution for children with disabilities and developmental delays. The nuns have decided not to settle in safer zones but to live among ordinary people. The nuns say that many children are exposed to trauma while still in the womb, and it is not uncommon to find kids born with malformations or with some form of disability. Wildfires continue to ravage the Italian island of Sardinia, devouring 50,000 acres of forest and farmland and many homes, and displacing more than 1,000 people. On behalf of the Catholic bishops of the country, Cardinal Galtiero Bassetti of Perugia, who heads the Italian Episcopal Conference, expressed closeness and solidarity with the people of Sardinia. The prelate thanked firefighters and other rescue workers battling the flames, and also pledged his prayers for those who have lost their homes and means of livelihood. In the wake of natural disasters ravaging parts of Italy, the Cardinal echoed the call of Pope Francis to take care of planet Earth and to cultivate respect for the gifts of God's creation. Agencies of the United Nations have warned of a severe socio-economic, political and health crisis in Myanmar as the Asian country marked 6 months of the military coup on Sunday, August the 1st. It was on February the 1st of this year that the military overthrew the democratically elected government and seized power. The military junta lost no time in unleashing brutal measures to suppress the civilian protests, and hundreds have been killed so far. On August the 1st, Military General Min Aung Hlaing declared himself Prime Minister and announced that the emergency would be extended until August of 2023. UN agencies have reported that as many as 2 million people are in need of emergency humanitarian assistance. They have also warned that the economic slowdown would push 3.4 million people into food insecurity. Pope Francis has appointed former Vice President of Taiwan and noted epidemiologist Chen Qianzhen as a member of the Pontifical Academy of Sciences. On July the 30th, the Holy See's press office announced his admission to the elite Vatican Academy. The 70-year-old is the second Taiwanese citizen admitted to the elite institution, following Li Yuanzhe, who won the Nobel Prize for Chemistry. Chen was born in Taiwan's Xishan on June the 6th in 1951. From 2003 to 2005, he served as Taiwan's health minister, during which he gained international recognition as an epidemiologist and for his pivotal role in containing the outbreak of SARS in 2003. From 2006 to 2008, he served as the Minister of the National Science Council and was the Vice President from 2016 to 2020. Within the span of a week, yet another Catholic church has been vandalized in Mexico. On Saturday, July the 31st, the Chapel of the Lord of the Harvest in the city of Jiutepec was vandalized. Denouncing the incident, Bishop of Cuernavaca, Ramon Castro, said it is sad and worrying that thieves do not even respect God. 4 days before the incident, the Chapel of Our Lady of Guadalupe in Cuernavaca diocese, belonging to the parish of St. Rose of Lima, was broken into and the Blessed Eucharist was stolen. Mexico has been witnessing a spate of attacks on Catholic shrines and churches over the past few years. And those are your latest headlines. Do join us again tomorrow. In the meantime, you can visit swanews.org for more updates. Shalom.